be a little bit too late. Oh my goodness, here we go again in the corner. What's the situation here? Throw tech. He's ready for it this time. He has V-trigger, but manages to get caught on the second hit of that EX. One more hit, and he gets the stun. He got too afraid, and Chris CCH eliminates Filipino Man and Stupendous. That's one team already down.
Phon here, Phon the Legend is what you can call me. In the business for about at least 3 years, casting a variety of different things.
It's less of a back and forth, and more of like Lukewarm is trying their best right now. Keep the pressure on negative, but it's like anytime Nongo gets out, it is so hard for Milk to try and deal with that. He's backdashing to try as he can control that space, and this is why this matchup is so terrible. I'm surprised Negative isn't using more 6Ps, honestly, because the ground game pretty much belongs to him. He should be trying to control that airspace. Great blocks from Inko, but here we go. Back turn once again. He uses the backwards Mega Fist. DP, hey, it's only minus if you believe it to be. J Rain has been on point with utilizing those invulnerable moves. Inko has to backdash, catches him with the JS. Where you going, buddy? I made a mistake. I call Inko Debo, but here he comes. Where you going, Fred? That's my money. Fred tries to put the projectile up and manages to catch him with the double gate projectile. J Rain is gonna move on in the losers top 16. The potential Potemkin pick was not enough for Inko to make that work.
It's the exact same premise. Whenever you use FD off of that air dash, it sends you further.
Yeah, and a lot of characters can get some crazy stuff off that. Reversal Super's definitely gonna hit.
It's not gonna kill though. Oh, I lied. Why does it never kill when I do it? It never kills when I do it. Oh, okay, but all of a sudden, since we're in tournament, all of a sudden it gets the damage buff. It never kills when I do it. They always live in a pixel. It's like an episode of Willy Gill. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just dairy products all over the place, right? That's typically that's exactly. There was actually a point in that where I was like, oh, they just won, like just straight up off of the play it was they were making, right? It was the very initial fight, and you could clearly tell based on how they had the Rhine set up and how their team composition was, they weren't expecting for a May to be there. Like, they weren't at all. That wall went up, everyone came crashing down. It's like a game of Jenga, right? Like, you have like everyone stacked on top of each other, you put the wall up, all of them literally fall on the other side off their high ground. They sort of flood in and pretty much, you know, keep the pressure on them. And you mentioned, the reason I mentioned that is because you mentioned the cheese, and it was like almost like a really cheesy strat that they tried, but it crumbled immediately. Like, immediately off the very first engage, which is what netted them that win.
First quarters, great burst bait so far from Smitty. Gets a wall conversion, about to have a wall slap up, drops the 6S, doesn't matter. The American reset.
Double cross up on hit, break that glass.
Yeah, check the J's for me real quick, Rimming. Guy manages to see if he can dash in, gets the 5P, not going to use the burst either, and knows that they would, decides to save it for the last round. Guy, signs of life here.
Yeah, 50% meter, have to use it for the FD, but Kami can just wait it out.
Guy's got low health too. He's gonna do why did he try to, and he saved him, it saved him. Oh my gosh, Justin! Let's go, Justin!
Oh my god! Kami's like, no, he just took one round, it's not the set. Sit
Right,
down and
exactly.
stop.